y'all. Welcome to Prolific Group Podcast. That's the Prejean's my name, and this is the crew.
Amari Ray Straw. I am Amari _.
You heard him. Anybody else want to throw out their social media names?
They already seen it. What's the point?
Sometimes you gotta reiterate.
So, Miss Soon to be Prejean, what is today's topic?
Wanna know what today's topic is?
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna drink on that.
No.
I'm gonna cut that shit too.
I drink to that. Oh, I'm not cutting it. Sorry. No, you're not. Today's topic is about, do you think black-owned businesses should only cater to black people? Now,
Yes, I do. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
what the fuck?
Hey, bro, what's wrong?
Put the pot. Okay. I would like to know your thoughts. Do you believe that black-owned businesses should only cater to black people?
Disappointed, y'all.
I got the reference. That's Samuel Jackson.
Oh, thank you.
I got it. You can't remote my black card.
Anyways, I would like to know your thoughts. Starting with Amari, because I know he got the most to say, got the biggest mouth, no
These
balls.
your friends? They didn't recognize the Samuel Jackson quote.
Hey man, I can't help those who don't want to be helped.
Whatever.
But
This son of a...
yeah. So first and foremost, I'll say that races helping their own race is called group economics, and it only seems to be shunned and frowned upon when it's black people, for the simple fact that we're the butt of the joke. That black people only service and help black people as the biggest spenders and biggest money makers. It will overturn the tides of capitalism. Capitalism only works if there's somebody that you can manipulate and exploit. Kind of, undertone that white America will not blatantly express, but yeah. So in order to turn the tides of our economic disparity, before we could overturn our social disparity, yes, we have to look at group economics. There's a little China in various amounts of states. There's a little Mexico, little Havana. There's little every other race and ethnicity to preserve their economic standing, their economic stability. But with the destruction, or after the destruction of Black Wall Street, we continuously see economic disparity and quote unquote black laziness. After many decades, which is a crock of shit. Ben Shapiro, get at me, fuck boy. But yeah, you know how it is. Group economics has to be practiced, and it has to be executed with, and I don't regret to say this, extreme prejudice in order for us to pull ourselves out of black disparity. So yes, you need to cater to black people. You need to serve black people more so than you do anybody else. If you don't agree, take your Candace Owens looking ass the fuck out my face.
Okay, that was a lot. Babe, what?
You don't
I'm sorry, I can't go next after that statement. My boy was too niggerish for my response.
Hey man, I'm 100% there, not at all.
I'm trying to preserve my melon and magic.
Oh, everybody drinking to that, huh? Well, since you ain't got no cup in your hand, Miss Crystal.
Yes. Black businesses should.
What's going on?
You're on drugs.
Bro, it's his fault, bro. It's his fault every
And
time.
you laughing right along with me.
Partner in crime.
Yes.
I hate both of you with a passion.
Hey, man.
Black disparity is a problem. Yes.
Oh my god, that is not.
It's
Go
like-
ahead, Crystal. You have the
it's
floor.
like news outlet.
Yes, black disparity.
Just ignore these two idiots.
Tune in at 6 o'clock.
Go ahead, Crystal.
Y'all done?
Yes, we done.
And Negro Town.
Oh my God. Anyway, black-owned businesses should cater to black people, but I feel like sometimes they be doing a little too much. Like, yes, so you like, oh, you gotta support black-owned businesses no matter what. But some of y'all are, some of folks be excessive with it. Hate to call it out, but sometimes the Atlanta hairstylists, they be doing too much. Like, yes, we want to support you, but when you charge $500 and you're not gonna do the full service, you make me not want to support you just because you're doing a lot. Oh, you're gonna pay for my service. Sis, you're not even giving me the full service. But black-owned businesses that are being fair about it, like, yes, you know your worth, you're charging your worth, and your worth is actually worth it, yes, I'm going to support you.
I have a question.
What?
So, do you think that collectively, especially like black women, when it comes to servicing y'all hair, that y'all need to sit down with other black women who are providing y'all services and, you know, have a, you know, come to each other moment and express that, okay, you don't owe us affordability, but you also need to come in terms with the fact that you need to look at the economic terms. You need to come in accordance with the economic terms. We can't afford $500, especially when you don't meet the opinionated expectations of almost, or at least close to 100% of your clients. That is a type of, you know, that price is something you would charge when you are top tier, or top tier chain business versus up and starting. Though I understand that up and starting businesses may have to charge a little more to sustain themselves.
Right.
But that also could be applicable to all black businesses. Like, I get it, you have to sustain yourself, but you have to understand that you are servicing the common man. If you are not servicing the common man or servicing the common black person, you need to convey that from the start versus you servicing any and everybody and trying to expect them to, you know, accommodate you financially. That there needs to be a silver lining between the customer and the person providing service. If this black business thing is gonna work. And I think that attitude of, oh, if I don't owe you affordability, it has its correctness, but at the same time it's not necessary.
Right. I feel, yes, there needs to be some type of something like, hey, like you said, we gotta meet in the middle somewhere. If you're gonna charge, you know, this $500, you better give me something that's worth $500.
Yeah.
At least give me something worth $400. Like you gotta meet us here. Meet us here. You know, support black business all day long, but like make me want to support black business. Hey.
Okay. Advertisement.
With black business, I'm gonna touch on the hairstylist part. Hey, what was it? Hair, lashes, and nails. Actually, I've never seen any. Never mind, forget it. I do believe we should support black businesses. I do believe black businesses should cater to black people. Now, if they want to expand to like other races, that's fine. But I would like for them to hold their foundation if they're gonna do that. Like, the issue I have with hairstylists, y'all rules be fucking ridiculous. And like, I seen some that's like, be late and people have to wait. And people will ask, since you're late as a stylist, are you gonna buck down the price? Because like, I'm sitting here waiting on you. Or even like, if they're behind on clients, it's like they don't give like leeway. And then not only that, I also understand the other side where like when it comes to like doing any type of hairstyle, I understand they on their feet for hours. That's not easy. You gotta actually want to do hair and actually have to stand on your feet damn near like 12 hours within a damn day. Sometimes going over 12 hours.
Yeah.
So I understand. But when it comes to the price, I feel like they be playing with black women and men prices because so you told me I gotta get up, I gotta detangle my hair, that takes 30 minutes. I gotta wash my hair, that takes 45 minutes. I gotta air dry it, stretch it out because I don't want heat damage. Then I gotta blow dry my own head.
You better start coming with your hair half done already.
Exactly.
So they need to administer some type of flooring and ceiling with their prices.
Like what?
If you have to provide half the service, like you just said, they need to have a certain discount. And they may not like that word.
No.
They need to have a certain price range of what they can charge you.
That's their requirement. Oh, you have to come with your hair washed, blow dry, straightened.
If you have prerequisites, then you need to accommodate that customer with your pricing. If they don't do that and you're providing that service, washing, detangling, what else, conditioning, then you start, plus the style, and you need to start looking at the $400, $500 price range because they provide you on the full service.
But the thing about it is, I have found some that do that, but then it's like, they'll have the style like at what, $350. But then if you want, I see some that do it with washing hair, and then I see some that do it without, and then you do plus style. So I feel like if I gotta pay $500 to get my hair done, I should expect some fucking my hair washed and detangled, cut, deep conditioned.
You want the whole 9 yards for $500.
Exactly, for $500. I want everything because like why should I do half of the work? Huh? Why should I do half of the work and then they do the rest?
I'm paying you the full amount of money for half the work.
And then like it's not only that, and then the sizes and stuff, like they don't even do, what I really like about braids, they don't do this anymore. Maybe only the Africans probably do it, but they don't do it anymore. It's like, you know, the braids that be like medium, like in between. They don't do that anymore.
Fucking sweetie.
Like
Medium braids are real.
Exactly. It gives like a fuller look.
Come on, bro. Hey, yeah, let me get this shirt in a size medium, sir.
Man, fuck y'all.
You don't understand.
And so,
Right.
and then
Sweetie.
it's not only that, it's like some hairstylists have attitudes. Some be like, I read some that be like, well, if you don't have no edges, I don't want you here. They don't say that on their rules, but it's like, if your edges are thinning, you can't book, or if your hair is not 4 inches, you can't book.
Your hair is certain thickness. That's more.
They charge more for thickness. They'll fill your hair and be like, yeah, I gotta add $10 for that. You like that shit happened to me. She was like, your hair is thick. I gotta charge. I gotta
So
add
that's
$10.
discriminatory practice.
Is it? No,
Like, they don't care. They'll charge you more. But
That's discriminatory practice.
And then-
They also they need to think about that too.
Then it's even worse because I have 4C hair. Some of these bitches don't like people with 4C hair. They be like,
they gonna charge you more than 4C.
Exactly. They be
Yeah,
like, it's
and
too
if I'm being honest, that's that coon shit.
Mhm.
That's that yes or massa shit.
That's what I mean when I say give me a reason to support you. Like if you're
That's
black
that
on this,
Kansas
but you
old
ain't
shit.
treating black hair, like
Alright, y'all, let's wheel it back in.
But to really,
That's that coon shit.
Let's wheel it back in.
and then with
Fire.
lashes, to me, I feel like lashes are kind of scary to
I
me
guess this is what
because
they associate more so with black men.
That's all I'm saying. Let's wheel it back in, man.
so basically, like even when I get my nails, I have no issue with my nails. I've never had an issue with anybody with my nails because they do it right, and I believe the price for it is right. Like
it's fair.
Like if it's at 100, I understand why it's like that because they're using real products instead of like these other Asian nail salons. They use fake stuff. that can literally damage your nails and eat away at your nail bed. So, I'm dead serious. But when it comes to black businesses, it's like, for me, I support. But like she said, you gotta give me a reason to support you. And it's like, you gotta work on customer service, your attitude, like everything under the 9 yards. And then I also want to touch on like fucking hair companies. Y'all niggas be selling out. But that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all be selling out and ruining like women like me who have 4C hair. It's hard for me to find a product. It's hard for me to find a hairstylist. So.
Oh, you don't want to go?
I'm gonna go.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go before I say
But go ahead. I believe we should support black businesses. Black businesses should cater to black people.
Okay.
Say your
So,
piece, man.
sorry for my little rant.
I say that black businesses extends for my black business owners. You need to hear this. It extends further than your ownership of a building and the products inside of it. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm just gonna say Mr. Simpson. I met this elderly gentleman, great guy, swell guy, when I attended a gun show. And you know what I'm saying, though it's not a black derived event, he is just a vendor. It's just the fact that of his servitude and willing to work with me and provide more insight to trading and getting better prices when I'm, in contact with other people and himself when I'm in there, goes to show that what black business is really all about. It's deeper than the fact of your ownership of the building and the products inside and your down payments towards advertisement. Like it's bigger than that. It's bigger than people reimbursing you for that or feeling entitled and you know what I'm saying, when providing service, feeling entitled and saying, oh, you gotta pay this because I paid all this and I gotta make this back. It's deeper than that. He provided me insight and knowledge and put me on game with stuff, even though I divulge with my Second Amendment right a lot. He provided me with knowledge that I wouldn't have thought about before he even offered to sell or purchase or trade anything with me. It's deeper than what you own. It's deeper than what you have to pay back. So shout out to Mr. Simpson, and I hope I see you at the next Georgia Gun Show. One love.
Well, this conversation went left, right, back left. It just dropped and turned into a gun conversation. But,
It wasn't about the gun, bro. It was about
the service, right?
Yeah, it's about servitude.
So, I guess it falls on me now.
You're the last person to say something.
I know, because y'all went all over the place.
Sure did.
When it comes down to black business, in a nutshell, and whether or not they should cater to black people, it depends on the business. It definitely depends on the business. Some products cater to a variety of demographics that ranges outside of a particular race. Some products, like hair, caters to a certain race or an indigenous group in this case. But the business primary goal is to make money. And you make money by catering your product to your target audience. Now, when you try to expand that targeting, you need to add a little bit more variety to your product. Now, Tristan brings up a good point about price. A lot of times that when people don't want to support black business, the price is always an issue. Because when you give an outrageous price that doesn't match the service, there's always going to be dissonance. When we pay $500, we should get $500 job. You shouldn't pay $500 and get a $200 job. If I'm doing majority of the work and making a purchase or utilizing a service, then best believe I'm not paying $500. Because in that case, I could do this shit myself. But that's another story. But primarily, yes, we should support our own black businesses because nothing is more powerful than black capital. And preserving the black capital is our #1 priority. Now, how you utilize that, you can kind of figure that out amongst yourself. But we definitely need to support each other's business, both from an engagement point of view and from a business point of view. You need to cater to your target audience and don't sell out. Don't sell out. Please don't sell out.
Please don't.
Because when you sell out, it falls back on black businesses, on the stigmatism behind black businesses, and the reason why people have dissonance and inability to trust black businesses.
Not just black businesses, black people. You can't, that generalization is crazy, but
Yep.
continue.
But, that's kind of in a nutshell where I was getting at. Any follow-up questions, Asia?
I thought Amari was gonna have some more comments.
Honestly, no, I think I spoke my piece. I said everything I had to say. As he was saying, piggybacking, there are black businesses that extend, outside of our race and demographic, but what you do with the income after that is definitely vital. Black people who don't have black businesses, or black people who are thinking about having black businesses, think about other avenues or services to provide to those who have black businesses. You know what I'm saying? When they make their money from us, they need somewhere to spend their money with us. They drive to work every day. If they own this, this seafood spot or this hair spot, they're gonna need their oil changed. They're gonna need their tires changed. Make that within proximity. You know what I'm saying? Stop and rid yourself of the notion of anything negative coming to deal with black people. I understand. The whole topic of crime is a popular topic, but crime is proximity in nature based off where you stay. You are likely to commit crime. However, the more incentive you provide not to commit crime is detrimental. So if you build this tire spot place or this oil changing place, hire black people who know what they're doing within the area, so they not only have less incentive to commit crime, but work for you, circulate the money, spend more money within the proximity of ourselves. Provide something that the next man would need to the best of your ability. You are not perfect, I get it. All I'm saying is do your best, and in the process of doing that, you are loved. There is love and there is prosperity, and on behalf of everybody here, you know what I'm saying, do your best. We love you. Thank you. Just do your best.
And definitely make sure that whatever product or service that you have is marketable to the target audience. Make sure that you're utilizing the proper keywords, utilizing the proper platforms. We need our own platforms to cater to black people and to cater for black people. He brought up a good point. The cycle of capital is very weak within the black community because we're always dependent on other goods. The more that we really narrow in on that targeting and really establish a cycle of capital, of recurring capital with black people, all it's going to do is increase the infrastructure. And that's what we should need to strive to do. When we have to go elsewhere to spend our money, all it does is cause the infrastructure here to depreciate and the value just plummets. So be mindful of the location, be mindful of how you market your product, be mindful of how you cater your product or service, and make sure that your work is off at a reasonable price, that is worth the price at the same time. That's all I really have to say. Ladies, do you have anything you want to say?
I have a question. Do y'all think it's advantageous for a business to market itself as black owned versus not?
I think so. I think so, because we are the biggest spenders in the world. And though it may not be everybody, but some is better than none. So if you live for the people and live by the people gonna show up for you, for sure. Because one thing I've learned in this society, that objects, items, things that you obtain are a necessity. And rain, sleet, hail, snow, little money, no money, a lot of money, people gonna go out and get what they want or need to get.
You know what I'm saying? If your product or service advertises a need, a relative need that people desire, is always going to bring in revenue or bring in an ideal target audience. So whether it's black owned or not, it's definitely a stigmatism placed on black owned business, but it has its positive and it has its negatives. But yes, it is very advantageous.
Just make sure you hone in on your skills to the best of your ability. Do your best. A prime example, I hate to use this example because, I mean, y'all probably gonna laugh at it, it's laughable. But, you know what I'm saying? It's not a black owned business, but killing bugs at an affordable price. They honed in on their skill so much so to the point where the company of Raid was created. Think about your angle of success so much to the point where you can single yourself out and still be, you know what I'm saying, at the top to the best of your ability. Create a different angle that somebody else isn't doing so you can still be useful. This guy got a seafood spot. Okay, cool. He drives to work every day from Timbuktu. He lives, you know what I'm saying, he operates in my community. I've learned something about him. Let me create a service around him, but what other people could use in the process. So cool, I'm gonna make tires, or I'm gonna do oil changes or something like that. You feel me? Like I just think that we need to also work around each other to work with each other.
I'm sorry, I was just waiting for the joke.
Oh no. I want to joke. I want to bullshit.
He said he was gonna think it was gonna be funny. I wanted to laugh.
Funny too. Funny.
Oh, here we go. I'm funny too. I want to laugh.
I hate y'all.
That was either you, that was Crystal.
It still stands. But you know, baby, I always love you. Just that energy over there. Just all.
Man, what I did, cuz.
Anyways, black owned businesses.
Nobody likes Squidward.
Yep.
I fuck with that nigga, bro. Shout out to school, bro.
Shout out to Squidward. That's a real nigga right there.
That's every day of my life.
Yep. But my final thoughts are: black owned businesses, please be kinder to our people, and to our people, please be kind to black owned businesses as well. Because I know some of y'all be I'm just say over the top. I'm just leave it there. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, write down your thoughts, and have a great weekend.
And get at me. I want all the smoke and or support.
Yeah, why meet you, my bitches?